During Gamescom, I got a chance to see the new Mercenary system in action in all its glory, and there will also be a combat arena in Odyssey and way more. So let's take a good look at this system in this video and also talk about the new info. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. If you watched my previous Odyssey videos, then you know that the Villaki type bosses from Origins are back in Odyssey, only now they are even more present in the world and will go and hunt you when you kill some guards, steal things in the city, or kill innocent civilians. The higher the bounty meter you see on the bottom right corner of the screen, the more mercenaries and the higher level mercenaries will come and track you down. Just like in Origins, you will hear a warning sound when one of these bosses is nearby, but now when you are in range, you can go to the mercenary window and see who the character is that is looking for you. In this menu, you will not only see the looks, but also the item the mercenary will drop, so that can be a weapon or a gear piece depending on the character. And you can also take a look at the perks of this mercenary, like with this character, Iante the Vetter Plucker, and I hope I pronounced that right, who takes less damage from assassinations, and she is relentless, so she will never flinch when receiving damage, so that is handy information to know. Just like that, this big elite guy can summon a bear during the fight, so it will not come as a surprise that he suddenly got a companion that will help him out. When you kill a mercenary, you advance one rank, so you go to the right in the mercenary window that has a total of 50 ranks. But I was told that the mercenaries themselves can also rank down, so the system kind of plays itself as well, only you will remain on the same rank. Because you can't go up again, so when you are rank 1 in the mercenary window, you can't go to rank 2 anymore when you die, for example. So you will always remain on the same rank. You will be able to reach the final rank in the mercenary window on the max level, level 50, since the enemies you will have to kill in order to reach that rank will be around the level 50 as well. It will just be something else for you to chase while playing the game alongside the leveling up your character. And you want to engage in this mercenary system for sure, because you will get a trophy or achievement when you reach rank 1. But you also get some nice bonuses as you climb the mercenary ladder. Think of things like discounts at the blacksmith, but also the resource cost for ship upgrades will go down if you reach a certain mercenary rank. So it's nice stuff like that. Of course, you will also be rewarded with some of the best gear in the game if you kill specific mercenaries. I mean, I will totally be fighting these mercenaries when I get the chance, but there is some nice extra incentive to do so as well. And when you kill a mercenary, the window will fill itself again, so that there are always roaming bosses to fight, and those enemies will scale to your level as well. So even if they are rank 50 in the mercenary window, so the lowest rank, they will still be close to your level, so they will still be a challenge. Not all these mercenaries are handcrafted, some are generated out of a pool of possibilities with random loot as well. That way they can throw an endless amount of these enemies at you. Of the 50 mercenaries that are in the world at one time, there will also be a lot of handcrafted ones that drop their signature weapon or gear piece that you can only get for killing this boss. I also read that there will be key moments in the game where Ubisoft will throw one of these signature bosses at you. So you got to be prepared, because these bosses can be tough since they have special abilities as well and can sometimes heal themselves. I especially hated when they used poison arrows that did a ton of damage over time, so I dropped way too fast. If you die though, you don't have to worry, since you can easily track down these bosses for a revenge via the mercenary window. Also, bosses that are close by will appear with icons on the map, and you see their silhouette, so you can kind of guess what they will look like and see what rank they are on the mercenary ladder. So then you can hunt them, or you can lure them yourself by again engaging with the bounty system or challenging them for a fight in the combat arena in Odyssey. So it was never clear if there would be an arena like we saw in Origins in this game, but the game director Scott confirmed to me that this will be the case, although it will be less grandiose than in Origins, because that style of arena did not exist in ancient Greece. The arena in Odyssey will be on Crete, so the biggest island on the map, and it will have its own progression as well, so with waves of different fighters and different fights that you can complete as well. But like I said, it's also the place where you can fight one-on-one against one of those mercenaries, including flame traps and spike traps in the arena to make the fight more interesting. We also see in the mercenary window this sort of a red arena icon, and I think this means that if you want to kill this mercenary, you have to go to this arena to challenge him. Scott also confirmed to me that this arena is is something they will look at post-launch to keep the game active. With Origins we saw a horde mode after release, so this is totally something we might get for Odyssey after the launch as well. Hopefully without the wall we hit in Origins, where enemies were suddenly impossible to kill. Hopefully they learned from that. I also learned that they will look at the mercenary system for post-launch content as well, so maybe with new mercenaries that will suddenly roam the world, or more ranks for us to achieve in this mercenary window. I mean, there are a ton of things possible, so really curious to see what they will do. So yes, the bounty system already had me excited because I love the roaming bosses in Origins, but seeing the window in action shows you that there is a little more depth to these enemies as well. And another sort of feature that adds to that is the fact that you can also recruit almost all of these mercenaries as well if you knock them out instead of hitting them with a fatal blow. In the Gamescom demo I used a lot of the paralyzing arrows that I could select after unlocking the Arrow Master ability. Only one upgrade was enough to get these arrows, while if you want, for example, the fire arrows or something like that, you need to upgrade the Arrow Master ability even more. And you can easily switch between these arrows on the fly, so what I first did was try and get the enemy as low as possible, and then I used my paralyzing arrows to finish him or her off, to then recruit them. Like I said, not all the mercenaries were recruitable. For example, one of the toughest enemies that dropped a legendary mace had the confirm cultist kill prompt above them, so they're likely part of the Cult of Cosmos, the evil organization in this game. So it seems like you have to kill these specific mercenaries off and cannot recruit them for on your ship. So if you, by the way, recruit the mercenary, you still get the loot, so there's no handicap for recruiting them. And that is cool because it adds another layer to this mercenary system, because if you now see a cool mercenary you would love to have on your ship, you can recruit the person and also summon it to fight for you. I got to toy around with this Call to Arms ability that we never saw before in action, and also way more things from my Gamescom demo, so totally subscribe to stay up to date on everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I got way more videos coming your way with interesting stuff. A like would be super appreciated on this video to support the channel. Check out my recent video on the Gamescom Odyssey trailers, screenshots and way more, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.